Hey ghouls, it's me, Krueger, the sweetest psychopath you'll ever meet, and welcome back to my channel. Hey ghouls, and I'm back, and today we're going to be doing a movie preview review on 3 from Hell by Rob Zombie. I am so excited for this movie because I have been so obsessed, like growing up from like middle school to high school with all my friends. We've all been totally obsessed with The House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. I was surprised to actually hear about this movie coming out. If you're a fan of the series, you understand why, because I'm sure a lot of us are. But before I get into all that, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to look at the trailer real quick and kind of see what we have in store for us. So from what we've got more of a teaser, so we didn't really get too much on what is to come in this film. We did see that Otis, Baby, and Captain Spaulding are back, and any spoilers for all you out there who have never seen these films, I'm like, what the fuck? From what it looks like at the end of Devil's Rejects, it's pretty clear that Otis, Baby, and Captain Spaulding all die. There's like a barrier of police cars like trying to hold them off, and at the end they all make the decision to just speed towards the barrier of the cops, all firing themselves, and in the process they all kind of get shot, and the movie ends with all of them just being showered in gunfire. And here's actually my VHS copy of House of a Thousand Corpses. I actually didn't buy this when it first came out. I actually found this at a thrift store and was like, I have to have it. So right off the bat, Rob Zombie is not spilling any tea about this film at all. There's a lot of theories going around that I've been reading up on, and a lot of people who are trying to see like, how does Baby Otis and Captain Spaulding all come back? Did they somehow survive the gunfire shower, or were they resurrected? Who knows? A lot of people were trying to say that this might be a prequel and that's how they're back, but the only thing Rob Zombie has confirmed is that this is not a prequel and is a direct sequel that takes place 15 years after Devil's Rejects. So I am just so excited. I remember my dad took me and one of my friends to go see House of a Thousand Corpses when it first released in theaters, and I was just so into it. Like, I've been a huge fan of Rob Zombie for like ever. His music definitely, and then when he started doing movies, and I was like, yes, I love gore and I love fucking violence, and Rob Zombie, like, if you're gonna see a Rob Zombie movie, you're definitely getting some titties and blood. It's always such a fun time watching his films. And the whole reason I love this movie, this franchise, is because Bill Moseley, Sid Haig, and Sherry Moon Zombie are really fucking incredible together, and it's just so fun watching them. Even, oh my god, like, if you guys have not, like, if you don't own House of a Thousand Corpses, like, on DVD, oh my god, you're missing out. Like, even the fucking menu to before you play the movie is such a fucking show. It's just Captain Spaulding kind of introducing himself and then talking shit to you for not playing it, and then all the special features and the little jokes and whatever they have, like the whole tiny fuck the stump. That was that it just takes me back to like my early like high school and middle school years. But anyways, yeah, when my dad took me and my friend to go see this movie for the first time, I was just so fucking excited in the theater because I believe it was Rob Zombie's first film ever, so I was just so excited to see it. And then I remember the pussy ass friend I took with me at the time. he was honestly like having a freak out like in the theater, and then my dad's like, hey, is this too much for you? Do you guys want to go? And I was like, fuck no, I want to see what happens at the very end. And my friend kept nudging me like, hey dude, I think we should go because your dad's saying we should go. I'm like, no bitch, he's asking if you want to go. You can go wait in the goddamn lobby, we're gonna finish this. And then, oh my god, and then high school came around and Devil's Rejects came out, and it took a whole twist. Like House of a Thousand Corpses is so campy and like over the top. Like if you remember Fishboy and Dr. Satan, the whole Devil's Rejects definitely took a turn on it where it became more serious. There's even a deleted scene where Rosario Dawson plays a nurse and Dr. Satan kills her, but Rob Zombie decided that he wanted the movie to be a little more serious, so he decided to cut out the whole Dr. Satan thing from Devil's Rejects. So with 3 from Hell coming out, I'm excited to see if it's going to be more campy or more serious, or kind of a mixture of both. Are we going to see Dr. Satan again, or is it just going to be a whole thing that's been scrapped and he's just going to take this a more serious route? So also what I've been looking at about this movie is I think they're in prison and they're trying to escape from prison. So if that is the case, I'm just really curious to see how they managed to survive that. I mean, wasn't it like 50 Cent who got shot like a ton of times and he survived? So maybe that's a possibility too. They somehow all got shot up like they did and somehow survived. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I've been watching like panels with like Sid Haig and Bill Moseley, and they will not spill any tea about this film. Rob Zombie's very strict on like no one's talking about this. You'll all find out everything when the film comes out. There's no initial release date for it yet, just says 2019. So I'm patiently waiting to see when this fucking release. I hope it's soon because I'm so excited to see it. He did remake Halloween and Halloween 2. If I'm totally honest, I did love the first one. The second Halloween that Rob Zombie did, I wasn't that big of a fan of. I don't know, it just didn't really do it for me. With his take on the first Halloween that he did, I liked it. He kind of gave him a backstory, which I kind of hated. I kind of liked the original Michael Myers, how he just kind of snapped for no reason and started killing. And Rob Zombie's version, he's of course like just some like white trash kid with some fucked up family, and then he starts killing, which kind of gives him more of a reason to why he killed. But I mean, I love it. I'm very 50-50 on it. I did really enjoy the first Halloween that Rob Zombie did. But 31, I feel like 31 kind of was like under the radar for a while. It still kind of is. It kind of just randomly came out and didn't get that much hype, I feel. I personally, I enjoyed the film. I thought it was really interesting and really cool. In a way, it kind of reminded me of this Fangoria film called Slashers. If you haven't seen that, it's a really horrible, like, straight to video film, but in the same way, 31 was kind of the same way, where these people are kind of forced to play a game to survive at the end, and there's just different serial killers sent in there to like kill them. So if you remember in 31, there is that little person who plays kind of like this Hitler guy who's one of the murderers in that game thing they're in. I heard he is going to be in 3 from Hell, and he's playing a clown. So I'm curious to see if he's like a rival or an old friend of Captain Spaulding's, or just whatever the relationship might be. I'm really excited to see that. He has a funny name. It's like something has to do with pants. I keep thinking pillow pants, but that's the pussy troll from Clerks 2. But I don't know. I am so excited for this film to come out. Like I said, I was just a huge fan of House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects growing up. I was surprised and super excited to see that a 3rd installment of this franchise is coming out, finally to complete the trilogy. I just wonder how much different it's going to be from the original 2, or if it's going to be more serious, campy, or like a mixture of both, because House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects are yet in the same universe. One's just more campy than the other, one takes a more serious route, so I'm just excited for that. But like, bitch, I'm just excited to get a goddamn release date. Like, when will this come out? When can I buy my tickets? I want to see this film so bad. So with that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed me. Smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to hang out with me in between uploads, you can follow me on Instagram. That's Tara_Krueger. I'll leave it down in the link below. But until then, I'll see you girls later. Remember on Devil's Rejects when the cop finally like has Otis Baby and Captain Spaulding like tied up to a chair, and then they have all these photos of like their victims, and he starts stapling it to them? I always wondered if that would really hurt. Ever since I've become a freak show performer, I've stapled myself dozens of times, and I've also killed myself a million times on stage. So I thought, in the honor of Rob Zombie and his new film, I would start stapling photos of my victims to myself. So let's see right here. I don't want to get my pretty face though. Ah. Ooh. Another one. Oh look, there's me and Jesus. Now, I didn't kill Jesus on stage, but I did fornicate with her. Ooh. Ooh. So, once again, I'm Tara Krueger, the sweetest psychopath you'll ever meet, and thank you for watching. To show you that I really did it, pop that out. It doesn't really bleed. A little bit right there. Staples right here. Ooh, ooh, I felt that one come out. A little bit. There's the bladder. Ooh. Now I'll never get monetized.